You've probably seen it, right? The headlines, the posts, the chatter, all claiming that data science is dead. Now look, this isn't exactly a new idea, but with all the recent tech layoffs and these incredibly powerful new AI tools, this time it just feels a little different. So I figured it was time to cut through the noise and do a real investigation.
So let's just ask it straight up. Is data science dying? Is the field that was famously called the sexiest job of the 21st century really on its last legs? Well, that's the big question we're going to tackle today. And we're going to do it by looking at the cold, hard data.
And you know what? Let's just acknowledge it. That nervous feeling is completely valid. It's not in your head. We've all seen the massive layoffs. We know entry-level jobs seem harder to find. And yeah, we have AI that can now do a lot of the tasks that used to be the bread and butter for junior data scientists, so it's totally natural to feel a little on edge. All right, so let's put on our detective hats. First up, we're going to separate that feeling from the facts. We're just going to follow the evidence, layoff data, job growth, salary trends, and see what's actually happening under the hood.
And our first clue is a real shocker. Check this out. During all those big tech layoffs in 2023, data scientists only made up about 3% of the people who were let go. Now compare that to software engineers, who were at 22%. That is a huge difference. And it's our first big sign that maybe, just maybe, this whole data science is dead story isn't quite right. Okay, so data scientists were safer from layoffs. But what about new jobs? Is the field actually growing? Well, the evidence here is kind of wild. One report found that job postings for data scientists didn't just grow, they shot up by an incredible 130% in just 1 year. That's not a field in decline, folks. That is a massive surge in demand.
And this isn't some short-term blip either. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics is projecting 35% growth for data science jobs all the way through 2032. So all the official numbers are telling us the same thing. This field isn't shrinking. It's on track for some serious expansion over the next decade.
And the final piece of this puzzle? Yep, the money. After a little dip, salaries are climbing again. So let's just quickly recap. We've got fewer layoffs, explosive job growth, a really strong long-term outlook, and salaries are going up. I mean, the data is practically screaming at us that the rumors of data science's death have been, well, greatly exaggerated.
And this is where we get to the core of it. We have this huge paradox. The big picture data says the field is thriving, but the feeling on the ground, especially for anyone trying to break in, is that it's tougher than ever. So, what are we missing? What's causing this disconnect?
Well, the missing piece has a name, and it's generative AI. It's the giant asterisk on all this positive data. A recent Harvard study dug into this, looking at how adopting Gen AI actually changes how companies hire. And what they found? Well, it's pretty fascinating.
Okay. This is where the plot really thickens. Look at this timeline. For years, hiring for junior roles was basically the same for all companies. But then, boom, early 2023 hits, Gen AI goes mainstream, and you see this sharp split. The companies adopting AI started pumping the brakes on hiring juniors while everyone else just kept on as usual. This right here, this is the source of that nervous feeling.
And this slide just makes it crystal clear. The slowdown is almost entirely hitting the junior level. For senior folks, it's pretty much business as usual. And here's the really important part. Companies aren't firing their junior people. They're just hiring fewer new ones. The front door to the industry is just getting a little bit harder to open.
So why? Why is this happening? Well, it's because Gen AI is getting really, really good at all those routine tasks that used to be a huge part of an entry-level job. Things like basic data cleaning, whipping up simple code, drafting those first reports. A lot of that can be automated now, which means there's less need for a human to do it from square one.
But here's the twist. This doesn't mean the jobs are disappearing. It means the jobs are changing. Companies don't want fewer data scientists. They want a new kind of data scientist, one with a much more advanced and modern skill set.
And I mean, just look at this chart. The proof is right there. The growth in job postings that specifically require Gen AI skills is just explosive. And who are they looking for to fill these roles? You got it, data scientists and machine learning engineers. This is where the puck is going.
So what this means is that the technical bar has been raised. Skills like Python and stats, they're now just table stakes. They're the bare minimum you're expected to know. What companies are actually demanding now are broader software engineering skills. Things like knowing your way around cloud platforms, being able to build data pipelines, and actually deploying models into production.
And honestly, this might be the most important takeaway of all. As you're building up all those tech skills, please do not forget the human stuff.
AI cannot replace real business sense, deep knowledge of an industry, or the ability to communicate a complicated idea in a simple way. In this new AI-powered world, those soft skills are actually your superpower.
Okay, so we know what's happening. The landscape is shifting under our feet. So, how do you navigate it? Let's talk about some clear, actionable strategies, whether you're just trying to get started or you're already a seasoned pro.
For anyone trying to break in right now, the path looks a little different. That Harvard study showed that companies are way more likely to promote someone from within to a junior data scientist role than they are to hire from outside. So a really smart strategy is to get your foot in the door as a data analyst, show them what you can do, and then make that internal move up.
Now, if you're an experienced pro, the story is completely different. The data is clear. Senior roles are still in high demand, and there is a genuine talent shortage for people who have that blend of deep technical skill and real business savvy. For you, it is absolutely a seller's market.
And how big is this opportunity we're talking about? Right now, in the US alone, there are over 220,000 open data science positions. Just let that sink in for a second. This is not a dying field. This is a field with a massive skills gap. The jobs are there, they're just waiting for people with the right modern skill set.
So after all our digging, we can finally answer the question, is data science dead? The research is clear. Absolutely not. It's not dead, but it is going through a massive, rapid, and fundamental evolution. The job is literally being redefined right in front of us. So you see, the field itself isn't dying, but maybe the old way of thinking about it is. The real question isn't about the health of data science anymore, it's about your own willingness to adapt with it. The opportunity is bigger than ever, but it demands a new kind of scientist. The field is evolving. Are you?